Hello guys, now we will discuss about PGDM, PGPM, MBA, MMS, differentiation and other things. Because see, I get a lot of students who come and say, "Okay, sir, should I do MBA or should I do PG?" And sir, MBA is better than PGDM because PGDM is a diploma course, whereas MBA is a degree course, and we keep explaining this. So I thought I'll tell it in a video and to all other students also, so that they get benefited out of this video. Let us see. So obviously, all my background, a lot of people must already be knowing. Myself, Vivek, I'm a CAT 99.9 percentiler, CET 99.5 percentiler. MBA and everything is written here, but which you can obviously ignore. It doesn't matter, right? So let's see. Fair enough. Let us understand. Let's see. So yeah, this we can skip. What is this? MBA, MMS, PGDBA, PGPM, PGDM, and all of the things. Full forms are written here. Right? Just go through that. It won't matter much. Masters of Business Administration by an university. Masters of Management Studies by university. And then PGDM is postgraduate diploma. That's the basic meaning. Now let us understand. See, first let me clarify the difference between MBA and MMS. Now please understand that there is something called BBA in India. There is something called BBA in India, and the extension of BBA in post-graduation is MBA. Right? From BBA comes MBA. But in Mumbai University, what happens is we have something called BMS, Bachelors of Management Studies. Now this BMS is equivalent to BBA. So the nomenclature is different. All other universities in India calls it BBA. All other universities. Whereas Mumbai University calls it BMS. Right? Don't tell me the curriculum is different, blah blah. That's not important. It's the nomenclature. So others call it BBA. We call it in Mumbai. We call it BMS. From BBA comes your MBA, and from BMS comes your MMS. That's it. It's just the nomenclature. So whether you do MBA or MMS, there's no difference whatsoever. Why? Because it's just two, or I must say one university, which is Mumbai, and all other universities calling by different names. Otherwise, there is no difference whatsoever. So it's not like a person who passes out of JBIMS or Wellinger or SITM for that matter. They don't go out and then tell that I have done MMS. No one says that. Everyone says I've done MBA. That's it. Right? Yes, when you look at their certificate and other things, the word MMS comes into picture, but that doesn't matter. When we, in our normal language, we call it MBA only. So the difference between MBA and MMS is nothing but just university nomenclature. That's it, nothing else. Now let's talk about PGDBA. But before I talk about PGDBA, I have to talk about the structure of higher education system in India. There's a structure. Obviously, there is something called HRD ministry above all this, right? Under HRD ministry comes your All India Council for Technical Education. Now, basically, the name is technical education, but still, even management degree, management courses are also covered by AICT only, right? The approval comes from AICT. Under AICT, I've got a lot of universities, and via university, we have colleges. Let's go step by step. As a student, whether you are doing commerce, whether you are doing science or engineering, whatever, you don't go directly to university. You always go to a college. Other than it's a correspondence course, obviously. Right? So you go to a college. College takes permission from university. That's it. And university comes under University Grant Commission or HRD Ministry and AICT. That's the structure. So let's understand, even when you're going for MBA, you go to a college and college goes to university. This is a structure. You are not going to go directly to university and say, give me an MBA degree. No. You'll go to a college, and that college will be under some university. This is a structure. Obviously, other than deemed universities like NMIMS and Symbiosis, they are deemed universities right? So that's a different issue. I'm talking about all other things other than deemed universities. So a college has to take permission from university, but can I say for this university also the approval comes from higher authorities? A graduation college also takes permission from university, right? A graduation college cannot directly go to HRD ministry, but there's an exception to this rule. As an MBA college, a college can bypass university and can directly go to AICT. Any college. They can go to AICT directly and say, boss, we want to run our own course. We want to run our own course, our own, obviously infrastructure, but we want our own faculties, curriculum, everything will be our own. You just give us approval. Now what happens is in university, when university gives for an approval of MBA, everything is decided by university. What is to be taught, the kind of faculties, how it is to be taught, semester wise, trimester wise, what is supposed to be done is all decided by university. But when a college bypasses university and it directly goes to AICT, everything is decided by the college. They just take approval from AICT. I hope you understand the difference here, right? In this case, everything is done by university. They give, it's everything is pre-decided by university. A college just follows those rules. Whereas here, in this case, a college goes to AICT and follows its own rules, but they just take approval of AICT. Right? Now let's see how both are different. The word MBA, or the word M, Masters, is reserved with this. Right? So when a college takes approval from a university, it comes under any university, it is called MBA or MMS, right? Nomenclature could be different, but the word M is added here. But here, since the college is directly going to AICTE, they are bypassing university, they cannot use the word M, so they use word called PGP. Please understand, they can use any word, whether it is PGP, PGDM, PGPM, all those are irrelevant. What is important is the approval coming from here? That's the difference, right? Now, let's understand who is higher authority here. HSCT is AICT and HRD ministry, and both are proper government recognized bodies, right? So, in normal sense, whether you do it via this, whether you do it directly, it doesn't matter. कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. I'll still tell you 7 parameters on which I have differentiated things, but it doesn't matter. You just have to find, is it approved or not? And to be honest, by end of this session, you'll understand that even that approval doesn't matter. But that is different. Let's go step by step. What are the parameters on which we should understand? Firstly is approval. Let us understand, for approval, let's say we have got MBA or MMS, and then we have got PG. Right? Approval for MBA is from university, whereas for PG it is directly from AICT. Both the organizations, both the institutions come under Government of India. Doesn't matter, the approval is basically coming from Government of India. So no issues, right? So both are properly approved things. So if it is approved via university, no issues. If it is approved via AICT, no issues. So point number 1, approval, both the whether it is MBA or PG, they get equal marks. I hope you understand that. They get equal marks, so it's okay. Now let's talk of curriculum. Now this is where there will be some differentiation, and I'll tell you advantages of MBA here, disadvantages of MBA here, and advantages of PG also. Right? Let's see. What happens in curriculum? University is fixed set of curriculum. It's fixed. And which they might not have changed for last 3-4 years, whereas industry changes every 6 months. So since the curriculum is fixed in MBA or MMS, sometimes it looks outdated. But I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished when it comes to MBA. Whereas in PG, it is updated, you can say, almost every day. So, taking an example of, let's say, digital marketing, it's the hot thing right now. So in PG courses, yes, they've started teaching digital marketing right now. But in MBA, this course is still not a part of curriculum, so it cannot be taught. So in curriculum, what happens is in PG courses, they are more updated according to industry. So they get positive marks, whereas they don't get positive marks. But is it the right thing to say? Should I do it? A generalized thing that in curriculum MBA gets negative and PG gets positive. That's not the right thing, guys. Let me tell you, let's take example of all those colleges which give MMS or MBA. Let's take JB as an example. Let's take Wellinger as an example for that matter. Let's take KJ Somaiya for that an example. Which are giving MBA. Obviously, these two colleges also give PG courses, but we'll talk about that later. Guys, something which I've seen a few other videos also, but it is not mentioned in those videos. That is why I'm specifically emphasizing on this point. What happens in curriculum is, yes, curriculum is fixed by university, so it has to be taught that way. Whereas in PG they can have their own curriculum, but all good colleges, mind you, the word good colleges, all good colleges don't restrict themselves to only university curriculum. They don't restrict themselves to only university curriculum. No, they are not restricted, which means the subjects or the manner in which it is supposed to be taught is provided by university. They do that. Even if it is outdated, they do that. But if, let us say, digital marketing is something new, around a few years back retail marketing was something new, all these subjects are also taught to MBA students. Obviously they don't form part of the standard or the standardized or the prescribed curriculum, but they are taught. I hope you understand. So when you go to college like Wellinger or JBIMS or KJ Somaiya, you will be taught all relevant things which are current, which are new, which might not be part of your syllabus. You will be taught all those things. All extra lectures will be there. Why? Because finally what matters is college has to place all of you guys, whether you are MBA or whether you are PG. So I hope you understand the difference here. All good colleges will teach you everything. So from a good college, if someone tells you ki nahi, PG is better, why? Because it is course is updated, blah blah blah. So you have to do only PG, whereas MBA course is not updated, is unfair. Because all good colleges will teach you everything in MBA also, whether it is part of curriculum or not. So finally it boils down to name of the college. So when it comes to curriculum, please understand approval both gets equal marks. In curriculum, good colleges get equal marks. Now definition of good can be very vague, basically, for different people the definition of good is different, but I'm taking average. Yes, decent colleges, top, let's say 100 colleges of India, yes, for them curriculum they get equal marks, whether it is MBA or whether it is PG, it doesn't matter. Yes, but lower grade colleges curriculum they get negative marks for MBA. Lower grade colleges, but in PG they get positive marks. Why? Because they keep updating, even if they are lower grade, because they have to update. Next, let's talk about what if you want to go abroad, right? Yes, now this is where MBA gets strict, because in a lot of countries, if you are doing just PG, which means just AICT approved, they don't consider it. They just don't consider it. But again, is it everywhere like that? So there's something called AIU, right? It's a body. Now, if your PG program is approved by AIU, you still get accepted for in lot of universities and places abroad, otherwise it doesn't get accepted. But if I look at overall thinking, yes, want to go abroad and do some research or more studies, obviously MBA, tick mark, PG, slight no. Yes, it is a no. Let's accept that. Let's talk about industry recognition now. Uh, Straight away, no difference whatsoever. No, both get equal marks. For industry, in fact, for industry, it doesn't matter. What matters is, are you a good candidate or not? That's it. Now, how do they judge whether a candidate is good or not? They judge it by based on which college you are in. Why? Because if you've got into a good college, that means you must have worked hard and then only got into a good college, right? So for industry, whether you are doing PG, whether you are doing MBA, or whether you are doing MMS, it doesn't matter. That's it. For them, name of the institute matters, right? So for industry, both gets full tick marks. Here again, fees. Here again, fees. Fees, MBA, because it is regulated by university and their rules, and in PG, it is college on discretion, their own decision. The fees is lower, the fees is higher. Now, this is a big difference, and that is the reason, to be honest, out of all these reasons, one of the most important reason why cutoffs of MMS or MBA go higher than PG is because the fees is extremely low. In fact, I must say it used to be extremely low. Now JB's fees, Jamnalal Bajaj's fees is 6 lakh rupees for 2 years, which in comparison to other colleges is low. But just a year back, the fees used to be 2 lakh rupees, right? So as of now, yes, in fees MBA gets tick mark, whereas PG gets a negative marking. I hope you understand this. Placement wise, again, a college doesn't differentiate between an MBA student or a PG student. So let's take a college like Wellinger, or college like again KJ Somaiya or Dalmia. All these colleges, they've got MBA and PG both. So what these colleges have basically done, they've taken permission from university, which is, let's say, Mumbai University, right? And they've taken MMS via Mumbai University. They have also gone to AICT and taken their permission to run their own PG course, right? But what happens is, when you enter the college, whether you are an MBA student or you are a PG student, obviously curriculum wise, they have to teach you the Mumbai University prescribed curriculum. But other than that, whatever they are teaching PG students, they'll be teaching you also. All good colleges. That's what I told you, right? When it comes to placements, all students sit together. All students sit together. For college, there's no discrimination whatsoever. It doesn't matter to them. So I hope you understood this. So for college, yes, it doesn't matter. A few companies, in fact, I think ONGC is one of those companies. So a few companies do differentiate, but to be honest, that's a very small number. So if I look at the bigger picture, it doesn't matter. If I look at the bigger picture, there's no, so both of them get tick mark. There's no differentiation. Now, PhD, yes. If you want to do PhD, which I think very few people go for PhD after doing an MBA from a good college, but still, if you might want to, MBA gets a tick and PG doesn't get a tick. As simple as it gets, right? But yes, again, if your college is AIU certified and blah blah, at a few places you can do your PhD, but yes, majority generalized way, yes, MBA gets a tick, PG doesn't get a tick. I hope you understand that. Now, number of seats. I don't think there's plus or minus here. There's negative or positive here. Nothing like that. In MBA, since it is regulated by university, seats are fixed. Yeah, fixed. 120 means 120. Otherwise, you'll have to go to university and then increase the number of seats, and university has its own tedious process. So it's difficult. Whereas in PG, what happens is you just have to have that infrastructure and setup ready. Go to AICT, ask for approval. Trust me, 99% of the times you will get approval if everything is in place, if all documents are in place. Because in MBA, what happens is not even if everything is in place, if university doesn't want, they won't give. But in PG, there are colleges which have got 400, 500 seats. Whereas in MBA, it is not possible. They're fixed. 120 seats means 120 seats only. Right? So in PG, number of seats can be higher, right? Whereas in MMS or MBA, it is 120 or maximum 180 or something like that. Most important, if we see, yes, all these differentiation points you must have understood. The most important is job. During job means placements, right? Future. If you look at all these things now, see, all these things turn out to be useless. Please understand that everything else turns out to be useless. What all this, what will remain with you for 30 years of your life would be name of your college, the branding. So today, let us understand IIMs give PG. Right? These guys are talking that IIMs might be given a status by which they can give the word M. They can use the word M, master's degree they can give, but still it is not confirmed for all the IIMs as of now. For all the IIMs, it is still not confirmed. So they give PG and they have been giving PG. Let's say even if they get this status, can I say for last so many years they have been giving PG degree? I shouldn't say degree. In fact, they have been giving PG. And still it is valid. Means these people do much better than if you do an MBA from a C grade college. It doesn't matter. So what matters at the end of the day will be your college and obviously the full-time MBA or PG program you do. Finally is the name of the college and obviously your own hard work. But yes, since people wanted this differentiation and for some, let's say the important thing might be PhD. तो मुझे PhD करना ही है, मैं PhD करना ही है तो MBA कर, बात खत्म. So for those people, yes, I understand, but otherwise all these things turn out to be useless, and what remains is the name of your college. So please, guys, focus on that. That's it. Thank you. I hope it helps you. That's it.